Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is season 1 episode 2 of 1000lb Roomies, and I actually don't want to film that whole intro over y'all, so let's go ahead and just and insert it here, and let's get started with episode 2. And then I will have a timestamp just in case you've already seen the intro. If you haven't, please watch, but if you have, I'll put a timestamp somewhere over here so you can jump to the review. Be sure to subscribe. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Kimonica, and this channel focuses on weight loss and lifestyle content. If you think that would be something you would be interested in, please be sure to subscribe before you go. Welcome to another video, y'all. So as y'all can see, I am finally in the vanity room, and I have something so good that I've been wanting to do for probably about a month now, after I watched maybe like the first 2 or 3 minutes of the episode, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna be good. I gotta watch it with my peeps, right? But so many things had happened, y'all, and I just couldn't get around to it. But I do know from what I read in the blogs is that they are getting a season 2. So considering that I didn't want to like start reviewing the show or whatever and it be canceled after the first season. So I wanted to watch all 6 of these episodes with you guys. I feel like it's perfect for my platform. And also, it's another weight loss show. I think it's called Dangerously Overweight. So once I get done with this one, I want to also do that one, and hopefully by then the 1000lb Roommates will be back on for their 2nd season. And just in case this is your first time seeing me, my name is Kimonica. I weigh 487 pounds at my max. I naturally lost over 300 pounds. I gained some weight back. I was at my happy place at about 215, 250, and then I gained about 45, 50 pounds back. And that is what I'm trying to lose right now. And it has been a struggle. I was in my early 30s when I, first started trying to lose those 300 pounds. I'm way off into my 40s now, and it has been difficult. It feels like every single time I feel like I got it, something happens. I don't know if it's hormonal. I don't know what it is, okay? But I'm going to get it, okay? I'm going to get these 45 pounds off, and they're going to permanently stay off just like I got them 300 pounds off, okay? So once again, y'all, I am watching this real time. I have my iPad right here. And of course, I can't insert the whole video and watch it with y'all because of copyright issues. So this is a reaction video. The last scene that we saw in episode 4, Niche was getting on the scale for the first time in 2 years. So that should be the first thing that we see in episode 2.
I am Jazz, the most amazing.
You were supposed to say me too.
Oh, and this is Nisha. We're roommates.
So let's go for it. Oh, Jazz is on the scale and she gets her weight.
Surgery scares the out of me.
All right.
The last time I weighed myself, I was 500 pounds, and I'm nervous as hell.
Okay, so what does the number say?
630.
Okay, let's step down.
Oh. Wow.
Is that what you were expecting? And our goal is to help you to get you to surgery.
Yes.
For the surgery, I want you to be around 500 pounds.
So yeah, I don't know if it's because she's bottom heavy or what, but I actually thought she was heavier than that. I really did. I was shocked when it was 630. I don't know if it's because she's mobile or what, but yeah. But anyway, so her doctor told her in order to get the surgery, she has to lose 130 pounds. And of course, that was a bit upsetting to her because she's like, if I could lose the weight, I wouldn't be here for your help. So of course, they got to talking to Niche.
Recently?
What was it?
Like 425.
425.
But I'm not with the surgery. I don't know. I'm just not for it. But that could be our goal together. If you have to be on a certain diet, I'll be on that diet with you. I got you.
Nisha's was like, we not here for me. We not here for me. But Nish did agree that she would help out. Nisha also said that she's gotten on a scale recently, and she said her weight was 425 pounds. But Nish said no, she will not be doing weight loss surgery. And I don't blame her. Y'all know I didn't go that route either, so I completely understand.
If you don't lose weight, if you don't get the weight loss surgery to lose weight, you will not survive for that long.
Hearing that Jazz doesn't have long to live is scary. I feel like once you hear it from a doctor, it kind of just makes it that much more real.
Jazz doctor also goes on to tell her that if she doesn't do something really soon, she's going to die. I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all know my history. I can go to the dentist appointment with a toothache and the doctor tell me, okay, here's antibiotic, but you're overweight. If you don't lose weight soon, you're gonna be dead in 2 years. Like, it doesn't matter what you go to the doctor for. You can go to the doctor for a headache, an eye ache, an earache, a toothache. It's because you're fat. So when doctors give people a timeline or tell someone you're not going to live the next 5 years, posh, I don't believe that. No one has a time limit on when I will die. But deterioration is something different. And clearly, Jazz is deteriorating. And when you get that big, your body rejects it. So if she continues to get that big, of course, I feel like if she was to gain another like 20 to 50 pounds, she would be bedridden. So, yeah.
It's been a month since I seen Dr. Nori, and I'm still going.
A second, okay?
Well, when you're done, I need your help. We need to weigh ourselves.
I'm not trying to weigh myself.
But we gotta see where we at.
So in the first couple of minutes of this episode, Jazz talks about weighing in, right? So they're cooking breakfast. She's cooking breakfast, and she talks about, Nisha's cooking breakfast. Jazz is talking about weighing in. It's been a month since the doctor's appointment, and she wants to weigh in. Nisha's like, no, girl, I ain't lost no weight pretty much. When this chin go down, I'm gonna know I done lost the weight. Then I get on the scale.
When my chin start going down,
That's not what it's about.
then I'll know.
Because I have so much weight to lose before surgery, Dr. Nori prescribed me a weight loss shot, and I'm supposed to take it once a week.
Girl, just let the first one out. You did not have to let that bottom one out.
No, you got to.
Girl!
And then Jazz is like, no, we need to know where we are. So then they went to Niche saying, well, you have help. I'm doing this. I'm just doing this. And you got somebody helping you. You have things helping you. So that is when they revealed, and they didn't say it. They haven't said it so far, but that's when they revealed that Jazz doctor has put her on GLP-1s. So this is going to be interesting. I've never been able to, outside of watching vlogs and things like that, I've never been able to really see someone on GLP-1s and see how it reacts to their body, see how much weight they're losing, and see all of that. So I'm really interested to see them document this GLP journey. So Jazz goes on to show us how big people get off the couch. I must say I've never gotten off a couch like that. I normally just do the push-up, 1, 2, and on the third push-up I get up. That's hilarious. So I do have some notes here, y'all, because as I'm watching, I'm trying not to watch like 10 seconds. So I'm just like scribbling stuff down as I watch so I don't forget.
I started the weight loss shot about a month ago, and each week they increased the dose. And it's definitely been decreased. By day 6 of taking the shot, the effects kind of wear off. So today we are planning a cheat meal.
So anyway, she talked about, now I'm a little confused and maybe I just didn't understand, but from my understanding, her doctor actually gave her the GLP-1s at the first appointment. They just didn't talk about it until this episode. But she also went on and said that it's day 6 and her medicine, I guess it isn't as strong or it's wearing down or something, which that kind of confused me. But either way, so she was like, since it's day 6, we're going to have a cheat day. I thought that was funny, maddening, sad, all the things, okay? Because in hindsight, I probably would have did the same thing. But now that I'm kind of on the other side of things, I'm just like, our whole life been a cheat day. Like, let's give it a break, you know? Let's give it a break. But I do get it, because when you're addicted to food, man, I'm always, and nobody is going to make me, pull me off this hill, okay? I'm going to die on this hill when I say that food addiction, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, cocaine, crack, all of that, they're all the same. They're all the same, because nobody is, I feel like sugar is the strongest drug on the face of the earth as far as addiction. But yeah, that's just me. That's just
How much weight have you lost?
I'm down 40 pounds.
Period. Okay.
I must say, Niche made note several different times that Jazz has helped to lose weight, Jazz has assistance, blah, blah, blah. And I am on team do whatever it takes to lose weight. But at the same time, Niche is choosing not to take any type of help. She's trying to do it on her own. And clearly that hasn't worked in the past. So I'm not saying take the medical route, but I think she does need to take a different route. So Jazz went on to say that, she got on the scale, which if I ever bent down on the scale like that, y'all, it's not going to read accurate. So I don't know. But either way, she got on the scale and she stated that the scale showed that she dropped 40 pounds. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is amazing. But she's just like, girl, that ain't nothing. I need to lose 90 more, right? So Nisha's like, girl, I wish I could lose that guy. So yeah.
Guess what? My beautiful grandmother, she invited us over for Sunday dinner.
Really?
Dinners are important. Growing up, every week my grandparents cooked and my family came together and ate. I'm really nervous because it's been a while since I've seen my family, and the last time they see me, I was much smaller.
So Jazz talks about how her granny called and invited her over for dinner. I don't know, that the way she said that, it gives me the impression that she hasn't seen them in a while, but we'll see. She also talks about how she's gonna tell them about the weight loss surgery and they're gonna be like, no. I can relate to that too, y'all, because my family was like, no, let's just try it a different way, but do whatever you want, but let's not. So I feel on that.
I need you there for real, though, for your support.
I feel like you definitely have my support as long as I ain't gotta go to church. In the Black community, Sunday dinner always leads to something else, like some kind of sermon.
I fat for no reason. Baby know how to cook. I know doggone well you ain't full.
I'm sorry.
Jazz, I just sat up here and cooked all this food.
And trust me, I want it. But Niche, I don't know. I needed to take the shot.
So as Jazz is telling Niche about the family dinner, she asks Niche to come with her for support. Niche makes Jazz plate and give it to her, right? And by the way it looks, Jazz took like 2 bites and she's just like, and then Niche's like, I know you ain't full. After I just spent 50 hours over this stove, I know you ain't full. And then Jazz is like, girl, I'm full. And Nisha's like, I told you, don't take that shot before I fed you, heifer. Wow. I guess a bit concerning is gonna be my word for this series, y'all. That's a bit concerning because, so is that what happens when you take GLP-1s? It's like the same thing as if you're on gastric, like you get full after like a couple of bites. I mean, they haven't really talked about it, but I hope they have subsidized? No, that ain't the right word. I'm just saying, I hope that they're giving her supplements in substitution for the food she's not eating. I kill them S's, y'all. Y'all can't tell me. This Southern tongue kill them S's.
Every time you cook, you make large ass portions like you feeding the army.
I am.
This bitch called me an army.
I did not call you no mother.
Called me an army.
Now, when she called her an army, y'all, that was hilarious. She said, this bitch called me an army. She did. She did. Oh, man. These ladies are funny. Funny. And I also want to say this. I don't know if it's the camera angles, but in this particular scene on season 2, when they're talking about breakfast and they're sitting there together in like the confessionals, Niche looks bigger than Jazz. I don't know if it's just the angle or what. So I'm just like, if it's not the angle, and at this point, if Niche is smaller than Jazz already, I don't know. It could be just the angle, because ain't no way that Niche said she was 425 and she looks bigger. But also Niche is front heavy as well, while Jazz is more, lower body heavy. So that could be. That could be.
For work, I run an in-home childcare with my mom for about 20 years now.
Now, something that irritates me about weight loss shows is when they show food when the person isn't eating. Like, pay attention to this, y'all, on this show and other shows. Pay attention how they will enter into a scene and show you a restaurant, a food stand, someone eating, but then they'll cut to the people in their apartment. What does this restaurant have to do with them in their apartment talking? Like, y'all are trying. That's just weird. It's weird, and I get it. I kind of get it, because you want everyone to focus on them eating. But inserting restaurants and random people eating into the show is weird. Y'all, let me get my notepad out. I feel like this is finna get interesting. So Niche then just revealed that she works with her mom, right? As a daycare provider. So I thought she didn't work at all, but that makes sense. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm not brave enough, but a woman once told me, I was unemployed at the time. I was probably like 24, 25. And she told me, as big as you are, and with that thing between your legs, ain't no way you should be broke. What you say? Now, I didn't use what I got to get what I want, but I said all of that to say that it's men out there that will give you their whole checks every month just because you over 500 pounds, because you're over 400 pounds. I can only imagine, like, Jazz doesn't seem like the type that's just like going, I don't know. But for the women that go full on porn plus size, they making bank. I know I might have went off on a weird tangent, y'all, but I guess I was kind of coming to my own conclusions as I was talking, because like I've came to the conclusion that like Niche probably handles a big bulk. I'm sorry. Jazz probably handles a big bulk of the financials, and then Niche handles, the house and some of the financials. So yeah. But either way, Niche is a daycare provider with her mom. And she also has started talking about being in a cult. So I guess we're going to dive into that. But
I don't know if she told you, but Jazz asked me to go with her to her family's Sunday dinner to tell her family about her weight loss
So
surgery.
you don't think they'll be happy for her after all this time?
I want to be there and I want to support her telling her family, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like go to nobody's church.
Well, you think it's gonna be a church service?
Yeah, because usually I feel like Sunday dinner always lead into some kind of worship.
And what's wrong with that? Are you mad at the church? Are you mad at God? Who are you mad at?
I'm not mad at God because God didn't do anything. I'm mad at the church. I'm mad at religion. I'm mad at the people inside the church. Every time we have the conversation about church, it doesn't always go well. From what she does is she makes it a me problem and say that, like, the whole cult situation, she's like, oh, well, that's how you feel.
They say you're 37 years old, and it's just like all that church past it, babe. You
It
gotta
don't
just
matter.
keep it going, keep it moving.
It don't matter how old I am. Like, that doesn't make it easy. Like, I get anxiety.
I know you have church hurt and you hear about things and it takes you even deeper, but you have to rely on the Lord to pull you out.
You keep saying that.
Because
That's not a fix.
It is.
End all be all.
That's what happened with me.
All right.
But this goes back to me talking about, people that have been in heavily religious families, how they come out to be morbidly obese and other things. So she might be hitting home again on what I've already talked about.
Why is the church such a trigger for you?
I was born.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
When you're born somewhere and you don't know anything else, and when you leave and you find out what the world is really like, it's really up. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't have a childhood. I didn't have a lot of things that I felt like I should have had. I didn't have the love that I deserved. I didn't have the support. I didn't have a lot of things. I was kind of forced to be this robot.
Oh, y'all, I had to take a minute. Okay, my goodness. So, we dug a little bit deeper into Nisha's issues with the cult, the religion, and all of that. And, what she basically, she broke down and she was just saying that she was born in the church. Her mom joined a cult before she was born. And she felt like she didn't have a childhood. She felt like she was a robot. And when she got out here into the real world and saw that what they taught her in the cult wasn't the real world, she was angry. She was mad and frustrated. She was talking to her mom as well in this whole scene, and I think it was her mom that said she need to let the hurt go, let the church hurt go, get over it. You're 37 years old. Yeah, I can't relate to that. So I don't know what type of personality that is, right? I don't know if that's just like not an understanding personality. I don't know. My mom never did that. My mom listened. Now, I will say this, and I'm not going to dig. Should I go there? I'll say this. I have issues with people in the religion that my mom is in. And all she would say to me is, those are men, and though they are sinners, they're human, they are flawed. But don't allow them to decide your fate. So that's what I go with. That's about the only pushback I've ever gotten about things that I've went through in my life. But her mom doesn't come off to be very supportive or caring or anything like that, just based on the scene that I'm in. Her mom's just like, girl, whatever. So, yeah.
I have over 100 pounds to lose.
So, y'all, going to the next scene, we have Jazz and Niche in the car, right? So, are getting in the car. And this, again, I don't know if this is editing, but it kind of throwing me off. So, Jazz doctor initially, I wrote no. Jazz doctor initially told her she was 630 pounds. She needed to lose 130 pounds to get down to 500 pounds to be eligible for the surgery. She's lost 40 pounds, which means that she will only need to lose 90 more pounds. But in that scene, she said, oh my God, I still need to lose over 100 pounds to be eligible for the surgery. So I'm trying water aerobics. I ain't understand that, but okay, maybe, I don't know. So anyway.
Saying, hold the wheelchair. Okay.
I feel very embarrassed because it's making me feel like I'm somewhere where I don't belong by having all these people stare at me and look at me. That is exactly why I be wanting to stay home. I don't want to be a burden to nobody.
She did try water aerobics. She had a really tough time getting in the pool. She broke down, all the things, but she did eventually brave it up and get in the pool, and she did very well. And I think that she's motivated herself to know that it's difficult, but you can still do it. Watching this water aerobics, it takes my brain back to when she was laying trying to get in the pool. Why did they have to show all of her ass? Yeah, they blurred it out, but can you really blur it out? I just don't like the explosion. I know the word, it won't come out. I just don't like it, okay? I just don't like it. So, water aerobics, water exercise is amazing for your joints. So if you're heavy and you can't really move like you want to, get in that pool. Get in that pool. They have the right idea. That's where it's at.
So I thought that it would be good for me to call my friend Melinda to come over and have of all the junk. Because she did lose 200 pounds naturally. And I think that she'll be able to give me some really good advice.
Okay, so we go to the next scene, y'all. And I think her name is Belinda, but they call her Linda. Linda comes in the house. Now, keep in mind, Linda is Jazz's friend. And I was trying to like put it together in my mind, like how were they friends? Why did they stop being friends? Blah, blah, blah. And they said Linda dropped 200 pounds naturally a while ago, and it made sense. People tend to hang around people that they are similar to, that they have similar thoughts, ideas, foods, all of that. So it makes so much sense why Linda and Jazz was friends. Now it just completely came together for me.
So what happened to all that talk that you was going to keep me motivated and we was going to do this together?
I feel like I'm keeping you motivated. Healthy food, that doesn't mean you gotta throw away my snacks. I'm not getting rid of the snacks.
Make sure the snacks gotta
They're
go.
mine. You don't have to eat my snacks. They're mine.
Yeah, but let's just keep them away for a while.
Yeah, keep them away from you. Look the other way. I'm gonna take a few things, maybe one, to my room. Let me see. Let me get me one of these mac and cheese right here. Hey, can you pass me that? Hold on.
Okay. Did you put a damn donut in your mouth?
We're gonna talk to you later.
So Linda comes in and she cleans out the refrigerator. She taking out the snacks, the ice creams, and all of that. She's like, it's not even summertime. Why y'all got ice cream? And he's like, girl, it's summertime all the time. So anyway, she cleaning out the pantries and all of that. And Nisha's like, girl, like some of this is mine. Like I ain't on no diet for real. Some of this is mine. I want this. So Niche like packing up all these snacks, Doritos, cookies, put a donut in her mouth, and went and took it to her room, baby, because she's like, and she pretty much tells this Niche, right? She pretty much tells Jazz, don't look at my snacks. I'm gonna keep my snacks. I'm gonna eat my snacks. And Jazz is like, but I thought you was gonna help me. This is not helping me. And Niche is like, girl, just don't look at the snacks. So again, this goes back to not being very supportive, being an enabler, all that. So yeah, so Niche is not with it, okay? Niche is like, I'm finna eat. I don't care what you do, but I'm finna eat. So when I heard Niche tell the doctor everything that she wasn't gonna do and did not say what she was gonna do besides like help Jazz and motivate her and go along with her, I knew because she had too many excuses. So Jazz is really nervous about meeting her family, but she also wants to look cute. So she wants to get her hair done, and Niche, they're both going to go get their hair done. Well, Niche's car is broken down, so they call Joel, a new character that has been introduced.
I decided that if we're going to Sunday dinner, we might as well go get our hair done because without my hair done. You can't even be a gentleman.
I was, but y'all already got in. I was trying to open the door. I'm not getting paid for this.
Show ain't. My car is broke down. So I asked my situationship Joel to drive me and Jazz salon.
Grab one of the fat legs.
All right, I got you.
So Joel, he seems to be nice. He's attractive. So Niche and Joel has a relationship. I've been here before, y'all. I've been here before. So they have a relationship, basically friends with benefits, but they've been at this for 20 years, y'all. Like 20 years. So I'm just gonna set that aside and I'm gonna just say this. This is my opinion. I don't know this man, Joel. I just know men like him. I have been in situationships before. At my heaviest, the men only wanted to have sex with me. They fetishized me. I had a situationship that was 10 plus years, y'all, like 10 plus years. And how it ended was he got married. Men like Joel, I feel like they are waiting around, like they fool with different women, and they're waiting around for the one. They're getting benefits here, benefits there, but they're waiting around for the one that they actually want to spend the rest of their life with. They've been doing this for 20 years. They will never be together. And that's just my opinion, just by me knowing situations like this. I can't see them ever being together. 20 years, just randomly having sex with each other. He's dating other people here and there. She's dating other people here and there. That man is looking for his forever. And Niche is not it. Niche did say that she's happy with that situation. I don't know one woman that's happy with this situation, but let's continue. Let's continue to watch. They've clearly introduced him for a reason, so let's continue to watch.
All right.
Blow dryer. Look at it.
You good? Okay. You did it.
Okay.
As I said, Jazz wanted to get her hair done for her family dinner, and Niche wanted to get her hair done as well. So they did. Now, Jazz was very nervous about fitting in the salon chair. And she's like, girl, did you tell these people I was this big? And then Niche like, girl, I'm big as hell. What you think? They know? Okay. So Jazz was in fact able to sit in the chair. Y'all, I love the support of us, like women supporting each other, not like looking at her, staring at her, cheering her on, happy that she's able to fit in the chair, happy that she's going on a new adventure in life, supporting her weight loss journey. These are complete strangers, and I love that. I love that.
Let me see how you looking. Let me turn around. Yeah, she ready.
Thank you. I love it.
Woo-hoo. I love it when you love it. Woo-hoo. Ooh, good period.
My hair is done.
Now, I will say this. I ain't like one of their hairstyles. I don't know if it's the hairstyles that they chose or the beautician, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the parting. I didn't like how the hair looked, and I just didn't like it. But that's neither here nor there. So also, Jazz talks about how, you know, she's going to a family dinner, right, to tell her family that she wants to do the gastric bypass. She said her family has been against it before, and the only reason why she's telling them now instead of just going under the knife is because she has a daughter now. And if something happens to her under the knife, she wants her family to take care of her daughter. But she also went on to say that if her mom and grandma says no, then it's a no. So that's interesting. So they done got their hair done, and it's time for the Sunday dinner, okay? So they walk up, and Jazz literally has to bend over and push a wheelchair in order for her to walk. That's probably just a lot of weight pushing down on her back. That's what I'm assuming.
I gained a lot of weight, and I'm pushing the whole wheelchair in.
They haven't seen you like that.
They never saw me like that before.
Come on, let's go. Oh, we made it. Hi. Hey, everybody. How is everybody doing?
Oh, we're good.
As they walk in, I notice, like, as they're introducing the people, like, the women in her family are large. Her grandma's large, her mom is large. Like, all the women in her family seems to be pretty large. So it seems to be like this is something that runs in their family.
Okay.
I would like to ask Nisha to say the grace.
I don't think you want.
That's a tradition. We do it every meal. Somebody got to say the grace. Say what's on your heart, baby.
Now, this here kind of didn't sit right with me, right? So I might have heard it wrong, but from my understanding, this is one of the first times Niche has ever met Jazz's family, right? Why would Jazz's grandmama basically force Niche to say a prayer? So out of all the people in that room, why did they pick on Niche? I feel like the producers told her to do that. I truly feel like the producers told Granny to do that. And I didn't like it. I did not like it. I did not like it one bit. I didn't like it. And I get it, being respectful of your elders and things like that. But if I didn't want to do it, I would have said, ma'am, I am going to politely decline. And I would have said, Jazz, can you please say the prayer? And if you're truly my friend, you would have said the prayer and said amen. That's how I feel about that one. So as they're fixing plates at the Sunday dinner, y'all, it's this woman. I think she's just a family friend. She's just like piling food on a plate, and then she's going to say, yeah, this is for Jazz. Yeah, I'm hooking you up. Yeah, she needs more than that. Oh, I was so annoyed at that lady, y'all. I was so annoyed at that lady because, like, are you, again, from my impressions, Jazz hasn't been around her family like that, right? And they haven't seen her this big, which means that this lady probably hasn't seen her this big. So you're basing her plate around her weight. You're basing her plate around her weight. I was so annoyed with that, y'all. I was so annoyed with that. So after they gave her her plate, she went on to say, you know, family, I really want to talk to y'all. I'm not going to be able to eat all of this food. And the family's like, why? Oh my God. Oh my God, Jazz. You can't eat? That's what I heard. Oh my God. Oh, you can't eat. Like, If I miss a meal and she miss a meal, it will be all right. Lord, anyway. So she went on to, tell her family that she's been taking a shot. And then her grandma was like, oh, that's why you can't eat that much. And then she also told them that she's trying to take the shot so she can lose 130 pounds or over 100 pounds so that she can get the weight loss surgery. So, of course, as soon as she said that, the mood of the room completely changed. Her mom went on this whole little thing about if you can lose 40 pounds, you can lose 140 pounds, I guess just telling her to just keep taking the shot. And her grandma is like, yeah, exactly. But the episode ended with her grandmama and them saying no.
You know, my mom had it. My mom had the surgery.
But I know a lot of people had it and was successful, but they're not in my family.
Right.
Okay?
You're
so
right.
we're talking about my daughter.
Right.
It can be done different.
I don't want my family disappointed in me. But then it makes me scared because this right here is reality. Like, if I don't go through with this surgery, I'm not gonna be here much longer. I need y'all support.
Granny's gonna say, no, it's not worth for something that happened to my baby.
No, you're not doing it. So that's pretty much where the episode ended, y'all. I am really, really enjoying this show. I found it to be entertaining, eye-opening, all of the things. So I actually been up here for like 3-4 hours recording, y'all. So I want to go ahead and wrap this up. I pray to God this footage come out good, y'all. Lord, if this footage don't come out good, I don't know if I'm able to re-record this. Like, this is a lot of my time, okay? So let's pray that this footage comes out good. Again, y'all, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to comment and like and let me know that y'all like this review. These I just recorded like 3-4 hours of footage, and it's probably gonna take me about 10 hours to edit both of these. So let me know. I don't want to be wasting my time, y'all. Let me know that y'all are enjoying these videos. Again, please stay tuned to my YouTube channel for my shorts and my vlogs. Like my Facebook and Instagram. If you're not, you're missing out on so much. I know I haven't posted on YouTube in like a week or two, but I've posted on Instagram. So y'all, let me know below what you thought about episode 2 of 1000lb Roomies. I'm really enjoying the show, so let me know what y'all think. And we're gonna push on to episode 3. Thank y'all so very much for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. And all of my links, my other YouTube channel, and so all of that will be in the description box. And again, I will see y'all soon. Love y'all. So I'm on the side of the belief that if you're black, you know you're black. If you're fat, you know you're fat. If you're tall, you know you're tall. And if you're skinny, you know you're skinny. I'm not on the side of reminding people of things that they already know. I got a very interesting message the other day that basically told me that I'm going too soft in these reviews. I'm not really here to belittle or demean or anything like that. Yes, I'm gonna have jokes. Yes, I'm gonna kiki kaka with everyone else, but I'm actually here to hear a story, see how we get here and how we fix it.